Hello student, my name is Professor Sonali Pandey and today we will see the topic electricity. What do you use electricity for? It is the general question. So, electricity is a convenient and clean form of energy that is very commonly used in our everyday lives. For example, we use electricity in the form of heater, mobile phone, homes, lamp, air conditioning, banner, microwave, TV, fan, etc. Electricity is a form of energy like thermal, heat, light, mechanical, or acoustic sound energy. So our examples are the illuminated bulbs. In their illuminated bulbs, we use the light energy. Like that, heats up the food, uses the thermal energy, moves engine, uses the mechanical energy. It is transformed into sound waves in the loudspeaker, use the acoustic energy. Then what is static electricity? All matter is composed of an atoms and atoms are made up of other smaller particles like electrons, protons and neutrons. So electrons is which have the negative charge and are responsible for electric forces and interaction. Proton which have positive charge, neutron which don't have charge. This is the atom. Atom consists of electrons, proton, neutron, and the center of atom consists of nucleus. In general, matter is a neutral. Two objects with the same charge repel each other, and two objects with different charge attract each other. That is, if one charge is positive, one charge is positive and second one is the negative, then oppositely charged object attract. They are attract each other. And if both charges are negative or the both charges are positive, then object with like charges are repelled. We talk about the static electricity. When there is a movement of electrons from one material to another, only electrons can move from one atom to another. So proton and neutron cannot be moved one to another. When in this example, when two different materials are rubbed together, often electrons are transferred from one to another. If the positive and negative charges are there, then the two materials will become oppositely charged. And since oppositely charged materials, unlike charges attract, and the two materials will attract each other. Static electricity is an imbalance of electric charges on the surface of insulator material that remains until it is able to move away by the means of the electric discharge. For example, painting, lightning, photocopier, this uses the static electricity. Then what is the electric current? Electric current is the continual movement of electric charges, that is electron, through an appropriate path. This path must be done with a good conductor material, not with an insulator. So metals are the good conductor material. Wires are made up of copper and are covered with a plastic cover. Plastic is an electrical insulator and protects us. So next is the electric circuit. This is the electric circuit. Electric circuit is a set of elements connected one another so that the electric current can circulate through them. For an electric current to flow through the electric circuit, we need two things. Something to make electricity flows a complete path. For example, figure shows one bulb and one battery connected to each other and complete the circuit. So the current flows through the current circulate this circuit. In this circuit, we have something to make electricity flows, the battery and a complete path. In this circuit, electricity flows from the negative side of the battery through the wires and lights the bulb. Then the electricity continue traveling to the positive side of the battery. This process continuously repeated. The simplest circuit is a piece of wire from one end of the battery to the another. An electric current flows in a wire from one end of the battery to the other, but nothing useful happens. The wire just gets hot. This wire just gets hot and battery wears out. So another element is necessary in this circuit. So another element is the bulb. Another element is necessary in the previous circuit in order to do something useful with the electric current. So in this situation, the bulb transforms the electric energy into light energy. So we can see in the night. We also can use an engine that transforms the electrical energy into mechanical energy. So we can make a fan work. So we can control the circuits with these circuits. We can control with the switches, commutator switches or push buttons. Another necessary element is in order to avoid the components of the circuit to be damaged. A high current will break the fine wire in the fuse, so current is broken and electricity doesn't flow, so nothing can be damaged. Here is the chart. Batteries, alternators are damaged, photovoltaic solar cells, hydrogen cells, these are the generators. Then conductors, junctions, crossings, these are the conductors. Receptors are nothing but the bulb, motor, resistor, bell, buzzer. Then control devices are the switches, commutator switch, push button. Then protection devices is the fuse. They are used circuit symbol to draw diagram of electrical circuit instead of drawing each component in. Wire always must be straight lines and not big. So this is the symbols of battery, positive and negative pin. This is the conductor, junction, crossing, then bulbs, motor, resistor can be represented like this, then bell, buzzer, push button, commutator switch, switches, and fuse. These are the symbols of the batteries, conductor, generator, etc. This is the series circuit. In series circuit, we get several components one after another. There are no branches. The electrons pass through all the different components one after another. In series circuit, you get the several components one after the another. There are no branches. If you put more lamps into the series circuit, then the lamps will be dimmer than before. If the lamp breaks or a component is disconnected, the circuit is broken and all the components were stopped. This is the parallel circuit. In parallel circuit, you get different components connected on the different branches. The electrons don't pass through all the components, only through the components in the branch. If you add more lamps in a parallel, the lamps stay bright. If a lamp breaks or a component is disconnected from the parallel wire, the components of different branches keep working. Then another type of circuit is the combined circuit. That is the series and parallel components in the same circuit. This is the series circuit and this one is the parallel circuit. This is the series circuit and these two are the parallel circuit. Then voltage. Voltage is the difference between the electrical energy and at 2 points in a circuit. When there is difference of the electrical energy, charges move from the point where the energy is highest to the lowest point. So the voltage is also called as the potential difference because it flows towards the highest to lowest point. A voltage is the difference between the electric energy at 2 points in a circuit. Then the unit of this voltage is the volt and it is represented by the letter V. Voltage is measured with an voltmeter. If we want to measure the voltage of a component in a circuit, the voltmeter must be connected in a parallel. Then another quantity is current. The current is the number of electrons that passes through the specific point in a 1 second. So current is represented by the letter I and it is measured in a ampere. Current is measured with an ammeter. If we want to measure the current through an receptor, the ammeter must be connected in a series. So the voltage voltmeter connected in parallel and current ammeter is connected to the series. Then third quantity is the resistance. The resistance is the opposition of the components of circuit to the flow of electric current, and this is measured in a ohm and represented by the letter R. So our last point of this session is the Ohm's law. The relation between voltage and current and resistance is called as the Ohm's law. Ohm's law is represented mathematically like V is equals to I into R, and it can also be expressed as I is equals to V upon R or R is equals to V upon I. This is the introduction to the electricity. So in next session we move further topics.